is protecting leads. You guys have a big one now. What's the key to maintain?
I think just keep being who we are. You know, don't focus on the score. Just keep getting stops, and offensively just keep moving the ball. And you know, when we do that, we're good.
Thanks, Rudy.
Thank you.
Becomes you're down 18. You're starting the fourth quarter. Jokic and Murray on the bench.
Second unit throughout the season, and the burgeoning development, the confidence that he has in them, and their production as well. But a daunting task ahead here. Just underway in the fourth and final period. 19-point lead. Strother has been on a heater of late. That one comes off to McDaniels. Dillingham brings it across. Rob Dillingham getting the minutes that Dante DiVincenzo would usually get, because DiVincenzo, as Katie reported on a little bit earlier, out with a toe injury. Well, not Westbrook trying to get downhill. Pocket pass to Gordon. Gordon was falling off the cliff and turned it over. Alexander Walker on the fly. Cross court to Dillingham. And Rob Dillingham
Take at a critical time in the game that you can't trade baskets from this point on. At some point, you're going to have to toughen up defensively.
Gordon out top. And Jaden McDaniels a little bit too fit. Good step through, but no bucket. Gobert tipped it to Reed. Here's Alexander Walker. Gobert with a rim run. He's got a great seal. They didn't see him, Tim. Dillingham playing with his food. Alexander Walker, a high arcing three, and it comes off to Westbrook. Minnesota back defensively in transition. Russ pulls the three. And maybe not the shot you want at that time.
Well, he has shot it better this year, and particularly this month. But yes, you know, an early one up the floor off the dribble, that's definitely not a strength for Denver. Russell Westbrook taking that shot.
McDaniels with that long reach, couldn't get it, left it on the front rim. Outlet to Watson. Dillingham almost broke it up. See how long it's going to take for Malone to put Joker and...
Now we find a way to win another close one on the road.
Yeah, we got a Jaden McDaniels here. The Jaden Daniels for your Commanders tomorrow. Okay. There's Dillingham, who's been brilliant today in his limited minutes. On the rip through, Randall muscles it up, but a little bit strong. Got it back. Trapped by Gordon. One more to Reed. Reed with the show and go. Sprays it to Alexander Walker. Pristine ball movement. Reed with the offensive board. Missed the putback. Got the second one.
The floor all day. That time you saw Julius Randle, Naz Reed just really doing yeoman's work down there, throwing bodies around to create extra opportunities.
There's Westbrook. Raises up and lays it in. Joker and Murray still on the bench for Denver. Here's McDaniels coming off that career high, the season high a couple of nights ago. Reed going to try and walk down Porter Jr. Good defense by Porter Jr. Dillingham missed, but McDaniel, another bucket in the paint, Tim.
Another bucket in the paint, and that's just not enough competitive will on the part of Denver, falling asleep on the weak side and not sinking to the basketball to give up two more easy points on a second opportunity.
The lead is up to 21 with under 8 minutes to go. Dillingham inside off the nice dime by Reed, and he's fouled. They offer free Naz Reed tattoos around some of the tattoo shops here in Minneapolis at playoff time. I know you're in line to get one.
I've got two, if they're free.
Denver Post wrote a biography on Jokic called Why So Serious? It's a fantastic read on insights to the three-time MVP. Reed with the block.
To the rim from the three-point line.
And they turn it over on the baseline out of bounds. Randall on the fly. Joker got a piece. It didn't matter. 25-point advantage for Minnesota. And an inauspicious beginning so far to the road trip for Denver. This is the first of 5 on the road. They'll go to Chicago next. Take on the Bulls. Denver right now the number 4 team in the West. Minnesota the number 8 team. And in that context, a big game coming up for Dallas next. Edwards with the logo 3, and it's butter as number 1 in franchise history with threes made.
And a lot of that work done this year because he upped his volume.
There's a look at the record. He usurps Karl Anthony Towns 9, and we just hit the midway point of the season. Edwards told me that he was in a shooting competition with Steph Curry during a USA basketball workout and was able to hang with him in three-point shooting drill. He figured, you know what, I'm going to shoot more threes next year.
And there are times I've watched him this year, I didn't necessarily love the ratio of threes to free throws because of his ability to attack as an athlete. That has changed in January. Getting a pretty high volume from the three, and I don't mind.
You like that balance?
Absolutely do, because he's too explosive off the dribble to just take three after three over the course of a game, and he's done a much better job, I feel like, in January of blending.
Here he is going left. Pristine touch.
Going to guard me with any sort of physicality. I guess I'll go ahead and get involved, and he's been feeling this entire half has been about Anthony Edwards and the flow he's gotten into offensively.
Maybe that chat that he had with Michael Jordan about facing double and triple teams helped out a little bit. Hunter Tyson.
Early, they maintained it throughout the game, and they really hurt Denver in all of the areas that Michael Malone was concerned about. Second chance points, transition points off turnovers, and then points in the paint, which they're up to 70 now on the day. Season high for Minnesota.
Edwards out of the double team. One more to Conley. Put Tyson on a flight and knock down for the metronomic offense of Minnesota today. 126 on the board. Yeah, I'll try some of that.
100%, yeah.
Try some of what he got. Strother off the dribble handoff. Luka Garza checked into the ball game along with Minot and Zeke not. So Nikola Jokic with 20 points, 3 rebounds and 11 assists on the cusp of seeing his 5 straight triple-doubles streak snap.
If you told me the streak was going to end, I would have never guessed it would be in the rebounding department, right? The rebounding and the scoring comes pretty easily to him. It's the assists you never know on a given night. Guys make shots or not. But to limit him to 3 rebounds, very impressive for Minnesota.
Hometown. Torses are on triple-doubles, and it's really all over.
No doubt.
Jokic, a noted horse enthusiast, has a bunch of trotters in his stable. Dillingham out top. There's Minot. Everybody feeling confident.
It's to Minot. He's gotten some spot minutes this year, and he's really impressed me. He's long, athletic, can make shots. And Chris Finch told us also before the game, Donte DiVincenzo to make a return as well.
Yeah, they got a little bit of good news on his toe. Garza inside.
From? Yep. It's basically the same move that Anthony Edwards put on him a little while ago.
Although the D-cell move is a little more pointed when Ant does it, if you know what I mean.
Oh, I know exactly what you mean. Yeah, for sure.
His fast to slow is a little more fast to slow.
Yeah. Slowish to slow is not the same as fast to slow.
That's me. That's
I got you.
Strother with the float game. Got it. Games today on ESPN and 3 more on ABC. Coming up next, it's the NBA Finals rematch between Dallas and Boston in Dallas. Pickett with a pull-up jumper. What do you make of the struggles that Boston is going through right now? If you look at their 3-point shooting percentage numbers, it's trending down in each of the last 3 months.
Yeah, I think they're in the dog days of the season as a defending champion, and I just don't think that level is there every night where they're up on their toes. Too many threes, I think, some nights to make them is going to be fine.
Right.
You're going to see them kick it into.
Strother missing. I think Strother purposely hooked up. Clark on the wing, rips through and draws the foul on. Shoot more 3-pointers per game than
today. Only 59 threes taken in this game. Right, every now and then, it's nice to see a little bit more variety. I mean, 59 threes is typically a half a lot of times in the NBA. Certainly 3/4 we're at that combined total.
But tonight, not the case. It's Hunter Tyson.
Everybody's house.
You get to upgrade, right?
Here we go.
Yeah. There it is. Off the
2 more. I think it's a ribeye.
Yeah.
I mean, we just keep. It's a buffet out here.
Man, with the
longer guys go to the line.
We get the family-sized soda too. Garza kept it in play, and that's going to be a turnover. As 6 through 12 feel like they're hovering right at 500. Let's going to be a wild, sets up a wild finish.
It is, and look, I think right now, you know what Oklahoma City has been, and it's amazing, 36-8 and not playing at 100% with all of their personnel, really all season. Now waiting on Chet Holmgren to come back. I think there's a real battle now to try to just establish what are the next couple of tiers in the Western Conference. Both of these two teams going to have a lot to say about that over the second half of the season.
Off the Hunter Tyson miss. Dillingham for Garza couldn't.
Michael Malone is going to be talking to these guys about it after the game, but I don't want to take anything away from what Minnesota did, and it started right from the beginning of the game. Ball movement, beating them to the spot, beating them to their strengths in the lane, and then eventually making three-point shots as well.
There's always critics, and the critics that look at Denver's hot streak, 12 out of the last 15, will point to the fact they haven't. Minnesota will take this one 133 to 104. They led it wire to wire. Arguably their most